Life at the moment. This is the song of the season at the moment. John Bellion, Stupid Deep, let's go. What if who I hoped to be was always me? And the love I fought to feel was always free? What if all the things I've done were just attempts at earning love? 'Cause the hole inside my heart was stupid deep. Stupid deep. What if where I've tried to go was always here? And the path I've tried to cut was always clear? Why has life become a plan to put some money in my hand when the love I really need is stupid cheap? Stupid cheap. Sure, John Bellion. So I'm liking this whole song of the season or song of the moment, song of the day idea, insertion into segment. I haven't done this in a while. Okay. So what has been happening with my life? I am stressed, Susan, stressed. Okay, so I chose this career of mine willingly, freely, and with a heart of commitment to be a musician, right? And I'm a music educator, so I'm qualified, or I'm educated to be a music educator, whatever, and I love it, absolutely love it. And so I was lecturing in the second term because I'm on my gap year. All of these disclaimers are necessary. So I'm lecturing at the university in the second term. I was teaching music ed for 2 classes, and then now I'm teaching music ed again for the one, and then keyboard skills for the other. So I love it. I love teaching, especially music education. I really love teaching the subject itself, and also just applying what I have learned in, I want to say, well, it is the 4 years of my degree because we did music ed for all 4 of them, but in my specialization years as well. And I truly love it. And I'm not at all, I want to say, evasive or regretting the fact that I've made the decision to be a musician full-time and to be a music educator. In my future, I know that teaching will be a constant in my life, so it will be my regular job. And so I feel like there's security in that, absolutely. And it's something that I love. And so there's a bonus for that. And then with that being said, now it's really this year, like, that being said, in this year, the transition of thinking of what I'm doing as just my passion and what I love. In this year, there's a big transition taking place for me in terms of thinking of what I've chosen to do and to study as a passion and just doing it for the love of it, to really thinking of, okay, how am I going to be economic about this? How am I actually going to think of this as a feasible life choice, like hoe gaan ek eintlik, and even also thinking even about my BCom degree, how am I going to apply what I learned in that in my music degree, and how am I actually going to live a life that is economic? Like, making money is important in this life, making consistent and having a consistent income is important, a regular income. And so how am I going to do that feasibly? Like, only living for a concert happening now and then is not a way to live. That's when you stress, because then what am I going to do with all of that in between time? And so really just thinking, oh my word, how am I going to do this? Obviously having struggles with anxiety, I'm like freaking out, but also knowing that there are things that I have put in place for this year where I do see funds coming in, and it's still, that's necessary. So I have that in place. I can really proceed in that and use it. But just the consistency of having money, I'm like really freaking out about that. Like I really am. And so I know that teaching will be absolutely necessary for me next year, like having regular students, and also just other ways in which I can have regular income, knowing that I still get an allowance from my parents or from my dad, but still, like, there are so many other things that I want to do. The point is just, that is me freaking out. Okay, and then yeah, just finances really being something that's a stressful point for me right now, and freaking out about that. I am, however, grateful that I have the opportunity to grow in terms of my piano skills, and just how there's a lot of work that's being done on my inside. And then being here where I'm freaking out again is a lot for me. And then another thing that's been a real journey for me the past few weeks is dealing with the passing of my friend. He passed away. Kyle made a video about him actually. He passed away like in 2016, but it was just opened up again, and just feeling like, okay, so I've had these experience with guy friends and all of these things, and really trying to replace him and find someone that really is always standing, and just I'm here where I'm thinking like, why is he gone? Why did he have to go when he was a good one? Like, he was genuinely a good one, and it was good. And why did I have to lose that? And then I was faced with just things that were not good, relationships that were not good, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and I'm there. Yeah, and it's been real depressive 4 weeks, I'd say, 3-4 weeks, and so it's been hard. And other things in that too. Just knowing that I struggle a lot with depression in terms of that, and so it's been really hard. And I was in Porch this weekend. With my cousin Alicia, and that was just insane. I think any time with her is always so great, and so I really had a fab time, and I'm really grateful that I could go. And I paid for my trip with my own money. Yes, my mom paid for the shuttle coming back, but I paid for my flights, I paid for the shuttle there. Even when I had to like move my flights, I paid for the dollars. So I'm really proud of myself for that. And yeah, I'm grateful that I could go and see my cousin and really just have a good time. Like, even though I was like really low and my self-esteem was like on zero, I was still able to enjoy it while I was there, and I was still able to embrace the moments. And now when I think back on it, I'm like, oh my God, I had such a good time. Like, it was honestly so legit. Portjes don't zijn bos nie, but it was still great. So I'm grateful that I went, and that I have things to look forward to. I'm struggling with that because right now I feel like with everything that's happened, I feel like it's not in my that's my mom. But I just feel like it's not in my it's not for me to be happy. I'm struggling to allow myself to be happy and to enjoy things right now. And I know that's just feelings of not feeling good enough. And so that's me right now. But I'm good. I'm struggling, and there are things that are good and things that are not, and that's just how it is. Like, it won't. This place, it won't always be great all the time. Yep, I'm good. I'm okay and I'm fine. But this is life at the moment. Stupid deep.